So now we're going to look at multiplying and dividing when it's not factored. So the first thing is that you have to factor. So remember, our song goes multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike, multiply straight across. So that's what we're going to do. So this first one is multiplying. So multiply by factoring, top and bottom. So we have to factor all of those. So we want something that multiplies to 14 and adds to 9. So we have r plus 2, r plus 7. We want something that multiplies to 42 but adds to 13. So 6 and 7 is 13, but that gets us to 42. On the top, I only have 2 terms, so I look for a greatest common factor first. I have a greatest common factor of 4r, so I factor that out and I get r plus 10. On the bottom, we need to multiply to 20 and add to 12, so 2 and 10, so we get r plus 10, r plus 2. If you need to show the work for factoring, then by all means show the work for factoring. But you should be getting to the point where most of them you should be able to do in your head. Okay? So we did multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike. So now we're going to cancel things that look alike. So the r plus 7s cancel. R plus 10s cancel to 1. R plus 2s also cancel to 1. And then that's everything. So multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike, multiply straight across. So we go straight across. So 1 times 1 times 4r times 1 is 4r. And then r plus 6 times 1 times 1 times 1 is r plus 6. And then that gives us our final answer. Excuse me. If we look at the next one, we're multiplying. So we're going to do multiply by factoring, top and bottom. So I've got top, bottom that I need to factor. The top left is already factored. Well, that's spectacular. The top right, we need to multiply to 8, but add to 9. So that's 1 and 8. I have to pay back the 2. And then I can reduce the 2 where there's a common factor of 2, so I get 1 and 4. So on bottom, I get 2n plus 1 and n plus 4. On the top right, I need to multiply to 90, but add to 23. Now on this one, you may not be able to see right away what it is, so you can just do in your calculator 90 divided by 1, 90 divided by 2, 90 divided by 3, 90 divided by 4, which doesn't work, divide by 5, you get 5 and 18, and then your 5 and 18 get you to your 23. I have to pay back the 10, and then I reduce anything that has a common factor, so 5 goes into 10 twice, 5 goes into 5 once, 10 and 18 have a common factor of 2, 2 goes into 10 5 times, 2 goes into 18 9 times. So then we get 2n plus 1, 5n plus 9. The bottom right is factored, so 5n plus 9. If you want, you can put these in parentheses so you realize that those whole things are factors, right? Remember, factors have to be multiplied, so this is a whole factor because it's being multiplied by the rest of these. This is a factor because that whole thing is being multiplied by the rest of these. Okay? So multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike. So if we cancel things that look alike, I've got a 5n plus 9 that looks alike. And then I've got a 2n plus 1 that looks alike. And then that's it. So multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike, multiply straight across. So we're going to do top times top over bottom times bottom. So n minus 7 times 1 is n minus 7. And then on bottom, we have 1 times n plus 4 times 1 is n plus 4. Both of these parentheses are optional. You don't have to put those parentheses. And then that becomes my final answer. Okay, if we look at dividing, remember that we do k of c. So we keep this one, we flip this one, and then we change the sign. So when I flip this one, I'm going to cancel or cross that off to be 3r plus 6 and this to be 1, so that it's flipped. So I kept this one, I flipped this one, wrote that here, I changed the sign to multiply. So now we do the multiply song. Multiply by factoring, top and bottom, top and... So the top is factored. The bottom, there's a common 3. So if I factor out the 3, I've got r squared plus 8r plus 12. So then when I factor the bottom, I need to multiply to 12 but add to 8. So that is 6 and 2. The top right is already, or we have a common factor of 3 that I need to take out. So then we get r plus 2. The bottom right, make sure you look at the ones that were not crossed off anymore, is a 1. So it's already factored. So we did keep, flip, change. Now we do multiply. Multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike. So we're going to cancel anything that looks alike. So the 3's can be canceled. The r plus 2's can be canceled. And then that's it. Multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike, multiply straight across. So we're going to do 8r times 1 is 8r. 1 times r plus 6 times 1 is r plus 6. Okay. Again, I cannot cancel the 8 and the 6 because the 6 is being added. The 8 is being multiplied, so if this were 6r on the bottom, then I could cancel them. But since it's being added, I cannot cancel them. Okay, if we look at our next one, I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to flip this one. So I put this as 2n squared minus 28n plus 80. And then on the bottom, we have 2n minus 8. And then I change that sign. So then we do multiplying since we did our keep, flip, change. Right? So now it's multiply. So multiply by factoring, top and bottom. So we've got 4 things to factor. Top left is already factored, so I leave it as 1. The bottom left, we need to multiply to 90 and add to negative 1. So negative 10 and 1. 9, sorry. Negative 10 and 9 gets us to 90, but adds to negative 1. On the top right, there's a 2 that I can take out. So if I take out the 2, I've got n squared minus 14n plus 4. So, oh, I dropped a 0. It's an 80. I had dropped from here to here. Don't do that. So then if I cut the 80 in half, then that gives me 40. So I went back and checked because I can't multiply to 4 and add to 14. So I was like, did I miss something? And I did. I dropped something important. So then the top, I'm trying to multiply to 40 and add to 14. So that's 10 and 4. Both of them are negative. So then we have 2 times n minus 4 times n minus 10. All over. On the bottom, I have a common 2, so we get n minus 4. Okay, so we did our keep, flip, change the sign, so now we're multiplying. So then we did multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike. So we have an n minus 10 that looks alike. Our 2's look alike. Our n minus 4's look alike. And then that's it. Multiply by factoring, top and bottom, cancel things that look alike, multiply straight across. So 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. On the bottom, 1 times n plus n times 1 is n plus 9. I don't think I said n plus 9, I said n plus something. It was 9 was what I was supposed to say. So then that gives us our answer.